Thank you for tuning in and welcome to Night Errant. I'm Mother Nurgle and I am here with Dalgo.
Hi.
And today we're gonna talk about some heavy shit. So, this is not for the sensitive ears. So please be aware. Yes, we're gonna talk about heretics.
Yay.
And demons and Chaos Space Marines and Death Guard. So it comes as no surprise for any of you, I think, that I play Nurgle and Death Guard.
Yes.
And you are currently planning or
Slaanesh Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine Warband.
Yeah. Adeptus Hereticus? Is that
Yes.
what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so Nurgle and Slaanesh. And
We just want a hug.
and well, we are gonna talk about why we chose these armies and why they are cool.
And better than loyalists.
Yeah, in a very weird way. So I like Nurgle. I like. I've grown tired of the pretty elf, of the hero, of the knight in shiny armor, of all the, well, heroes.
Yeah.
Well, even when it comes to watching Marvel and such, I like the anti-hero more than the goody-good hero. Yeah.
Same here.
And, well, we both have a background in LARP and pen and paper and stuff like that. And I guess we can agree on that choosing to play a hero is a rookie mistake.
Well, I wouldn't say rookie mistake, but it's
I
a
would
phase.
say rookie, but perhaps not mistake.
Yeah. It's a phase.
It is a phase.
Of course, I've played heroes as well, and played the good guys, paladins, all that stuff. Sacrifice my life for a greater good, all that stuff. But I've tried it now, and now I want to try something else.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting to play a bad guy that is not well, flat character. In some movies, well, in many movies, the bad guy can be very one-dimensional, and I think it's interesting to explore the motivations, the purpose, well, how would it be to be the bad guy, instead of just being I'm bad for the sake of bad or evil for the sake of evil, bringing some flavor to that and some, well, sense, really.
Yeah, I can follow that. That's also that's for another video probably, but that's one of the points I really like about. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it anyways. Anime. They go into aspects of being the bad guy, and it's not bad. The evildoer for evil. It's always for a reason.
Yeah.
Watch more anime.
For a reason, that's definitely a key word. Finding a reason to do bad stuff,
yes.
Or at least bad stuff in the eyes of someone.
Yeah. I personally really like playing darker characters now. Usually with a motive for why they're turned darker. I have one character, for example, planned to play, who wants to take over the world. Classic evildoer thing. But it's because he's been a slave all his life, and his tribe has been have been slaves for generations.
I think that's classic too, but okay.
Yeah, but I didn't design that part. That's the GM that designed that part. But he wants to free all slaves and make all the slave owners slaves instead, and be
enslave the enslavers.
yes.
Yes.
We've heard this before.
Yeah.
But
well, Spartacus and something like that.
Yeah.
But so perhaps not original, but more interesting than just
wanting to rule the world.
well, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but 40k, chaos. Another thing I really like about chaos, if we should concentrate a bit more on that aspect than just why we're doing evil stuff.
We are not doing evil stuff.
Oh, stop it. You're doing evil stuff as well. You're spreading disease and all kind of stuff.
No. My miniatures are spread. It's not the same.
Oh, yes. I keep mixing those two up. No.
Yeah.
But,
please.
yeah. Well, right off the bat, I like chaos because mutations, spiky bits. That's the first step.
Okay, that's primitive.
Yes, that's the primitive first step.
Okay.
That's what kind of starts me off, and then I can start dabbing in deeper stuff, like why we're traitors and renegades, and why we don't like the emperor, and why we sold ourselves to Slaanesh or Nurgle.
I think I have given very little thought to the fact that my army are, well, that they're traitors. I haven't really forged a narrative as to why they has left the loyalists, why they, well, it's not the part that I really enjoy the most.
But you're playing Death Guard that already has a narrative.
Yeah,
so
they do.
You could just roll with that. I'm playing something I've cooked up myself, so I have to think a little bit about it. But yeah, okay, so, but why would you then choose Death Guard? Or
Alright,
Chaos
so it all started out with a fascination of plague bearers. No, not plague bearers. What's it called? Skavens. Plague monks.
Yeah.
Plague monks. I like the spreading of disease as not just we want you to be sick and die, but the spreading of disease as a blessing. I like the whole is this a curse or a blessing thing. I like how they embrace all these all this stuff that we are in our culture obviously trained to see as bad, and how they just dwell in it. I think I like the demon part more than the Mortarian emo Death Guard we didn't really want to be here part. I like the we embrace it, and we are jolly. Even though we are marked for death, really, and we are mutated, and we have pus and bleh all over. I like that they are ugly, that they are objectively ugly.
Yes.
And that is definitely something I have explored. Well, not just in wargaming the past years. But in pen and paper as well. I like not being that pretty elven maiden, which was my first pen and paper character back in the day, because, well, of course I wanted to be prettier than my teenage self was. But ugly, I find ugly fascinating.
Nice.
Very fascinating. But since my army sees it as a blessing, they are not in their own view necessarily trying to harm others. More than they are trying to, well, spread the joy, and apparently most people can't really stand it. Stand the blessing of Nurgle. but yeah, of course they want to kill and to, well, but the main idea is to
Spread the gift.
yeah, spread the gift, and it I like the life and death thing, that you can really feel life when you're close to death.
Yeah.
So yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how deep it is, but
That I think it's pretty deep. I really like it. Also, a little secret, I kind of considered being Nurgle. But since we already had a Nurgle player, I wanted to play something else. But yeah, I really like the whole concept of it's a gift and we're just trying to spread it, and well, not everyone is strong enough to receive the gift and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting and
it's very positive.
it's positive, and again a twist on being evil.
Yeah.
You're not actually evil in your mindset. Your army is not evil in their mindset.
I'm not either, but then again.
Whereas, well, my warband is kind of evil for the sake of evil. Kind of a rookie mistake, I'm sorry, but
You have to start somewhere.
I chose Slanesh because I like the icky pleasure excess concept of the army, of the worship of Slanesh. The whole finding pleasure in these things. So my army is very egotistic, self-minded, and only do it for their own pleasure.
So they are not as such killing other, they are violating them to death.
Yeah.
They want, do they want to inflict pain, or is it what it gives them?
Well, it's kind of both.
Yeah.
Because they want to inflict pain on people, because they feel empowered by it, they feel pleasure from it, and feel, yeah, again, empowered, superior. They feel like they can rule everything by controlling someone's life.
It's very sadistic.
Yes, I'm playing a very sadistic army.
But not just the cartoonish dark elf stereotype.
Well, I've never dove so much into dark elf, so I don't really know how dark elves really work.
I think it's very different from universe to universe.
Yeah,
but
so I only have my own mindset of how my dark elves work. But
yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's the whole, well, S&M extreme.
Where people tend to
die. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, instead of whips we're using bolt guns, so it's kind of logic they die.
I think they should use knives more. That's more...
Yeah, I really wanted to do a whole melee thing and have like one squad of maybe ranged firepower. But
because the upfront and personal, when you can see the pain and
precisely. I wanted, when I started off with the Slanesh army here, I wanted fast, up close, personal fighting.
It's hard to do.
That's very hard to do, so I had to give it up. Except for my champion, who still does it.
That's the one that wants to become
a demon prince.
A demon prince.
Yes.
I can totally recommend demon princes.
Yes. He's all claws and runs with a pack of demon spawns. Simply for the point of getting up close and then ripping you apart and bathing in your blood.
But that sounds very Cornite.
Yes, but it's not killing for just killing, it's killing for the pleasure of killing. There's the difference.
The part of
it's not
feeling superior to your victim.
Yes, and it's not just the sake of killing, running around and killing your teammates and stuff like that, and being berserk. It's thoughtful killing. It's going over and slowly shoving your fist through their entrails and stuff like that.
Through the guts.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. You have the guts and I have the gutters, and everything is fine. Well, yeah. Because, well, I don't like corn.
No.
Sorry.
I've noticed.
Sorry. But I find corn somewhat primitive.
Oh.
Yeah, corny. A little like wanting to be the hero. That's like wanting to be the bad guy for the sake of bad guy.
Yeah.
And I think it lacks nuance.
Yeah. I can totally agree and follow you in the whole corn is kind of the noobs chaos.
But what about Finch? Is that like the level above us?
I don't like that idea.
You want to be superior, we get it.
Yes.
But actually I think there is something to it.
Yeah, because it's a lot of... Yeah, it's the chaos of your mind and change of your body. So it's actually chaos with more chaos somewhere. So you kind of have a point.
I think I do. But I still like the down to earth sickness and disease, and well, it's very well. You can feel it. The Finch is something out of this world.
Yeah, because it concentrates a lot about magic and psychic powers. Sorry.
No, well, I don't think Chaos has a problem with calling magic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, they are heretics.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah.
But yeah.
It is out of this world because it concentrates on magical power and mental power.
So if you play Finch, you aren't really exploring darker aspects of humanity because they are kind of subhuman, subhumanoid, I know
subhuman.
No, not sub.
Superior.
Superior.
Yeah. Yeah.
So well, I can't see myself in Finch, even though I love the screamers. They are fish. But yeah.
I like the mutations.
I really do like mutations. Mutations are awesome, but for the sake of ugly. I don't think I have any interest in mutations which make you prettier. I think that would just be...
Is there such mutations?
I don't know. There could be with
I'm Slaanesh. I might actually have stuff like that.
You may.
My army might have stuff like that. Not myself. Sorry, I'm gonna...
Wish.
In all the videos I'm gonna be in from now on, I'm probably gonna talk about it as myself and not my army.
But we know you don't like to violate.
No, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
As said in another video, I quit a hobby of mine so I wasn't the creepy guy.
Yeah. So that is true. You are neither creepy nor violational. It's a
violating.
word. So, but yeah, are there only 4 Chaos Guards? There are more, aren't there?
If you ask,
we should probably ask Sleeping
Errant,
that question.
That's
that's
then
nice.
there's a 5th
Malice, I think?
Yes, Malice? Yeah. I have no clue who Malice is, because I've never heard of Malice. I've not read about Malice.
I
have
only
no
know
clue.
that the color scheme is black and white, so we won't go there because we know absolutely nothing about it. but yeah, when it comes to 40k, and I think fantasy as well, Slaanesh has been given very little love these past years because it's not really comilfo.
It's not kid friendly.
No, it's not kid friendly, and well, the hobby should be that too, or something like that.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel slightly bummed about it, because again, how many kids are playing this and how many grown-ups or adults are playing this, and I think I think it's mostly adults, to be honest, that plays this, and a bit of adult themes would be okay. Come on, we still have demonettes with one boob out. If that's okay, why can't we take it?
Okay, no. No, there's a huge difference of having one boob out and then going Slaanesh on it. but what I think is it's okay to mutilate. It's okay to kill for fun. It's okay to roll around in pus and spread the sickness, but the deprivation, is that a word?
Yes.
Yes.
Just saying it slightly wrong.
Okay, but what he said or thought of the mind, why is that wrong? Because well, I think a lot of children, at least in Denmark, because I know there's a big cultural difference, but in Denmark I'm pretty sure those kids we are trying to protect, they already know.
Yeah.
So
a great example of the kids already know. I've grown up in on a street called Eastergade, and you can't.
It's like the red light district of Copenhagen.
Yeah, they're actually calling it red light district now.
Oh. What do I know?
So you can't walk 5 steps without walking past a porn shop or a strip bar or something like that, and it's all in kid-friendly or not kid-friendly heights, so they can see it and they already know. So
I went to I went to school in that neighborhood, and I remember one day one of the stores had been wrapped, and there were dildos all over the streets, and that's just, well, this is Denmark. Yeah. but yeah, I think there may be a cultural difference between Denmark and, let's say, US.
Yeah, true.
And that is worth remembering, even though Games Workshop are situated in Europe, they do have a broader market than that.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And of course, I think we should protect children, but I, at least, do not think we do that by not talking about stuff. But that's just me.
And me.
but well, we're not talking about actually violating children here.
No,
we are just talking about little miniatures painted lilac.
Yes. Not what, lilac?
What would you call that purple tone? That
I'm not gonna use that purple tone.
A purplish grey something.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I don't like Slaanesh color.
No.
No.
Me neither.
So, but you're going with blue instead,
yes,
right?
midnight blue.
Midnight blue. Okay. But well, what's that all we have to say about demons and chaos and heretics? Definitely not. But perhaps enough for this episode.
Yeah. we can probably keep on talking, but
let's not. So, take care and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And now we have to talk about something for the after credits, or do stuff.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Ideas?
Good idea. Yes.
What's called? What that sound?
Sidebar?
I can't say it.
I don't know what sound you're talking about.
Zoidberg.
Oh. How is it?
Oh yeah, it's up here. Oh, he has crab.
Yes.
So
no tentacles, sadly. Oh yes, tentacles on his
yeah,
face.
tentacles and crabs. He's all over the place.
Yeah. Actually, he's pretty Slaanesh.
Stuff.